All right.
Go!
Neutral button. No warrior now.
It's Parks.
Microphone check 1 2. What is this?
Neutral button. No warrior now.
Parks on the board.
Yes. Now, with that said, trying not to be so loud on this mic. Listening back, I'm really like just loud. I want to be loud. Mellow vibes.
HR did a
So
number on you.
everyone is safe.
It's a safe space now.
Yes.
Safe space.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's
because I
not a
scare
safe
Maul a lot of the time. Like when I get aggressive, Maul gets worried. So, and I don't
Joe's
want
loose with his hands. He'll try to like punch you.
the fuck out.
Joe's one of those aggressive laughers. Ah,
Right.
yeah.
That's
Throw
well,
a-
look
I
at the
hate
couch.
those people.
yeah, like the cow. Look at the couch. Cow's got a broken jaw. Yeah,
Am I losing my? I don't think I'm losing my hands like that.
Yeah, a little bit.
look,
I'm
man,
handsy.
Your hands, yeah.
This is
At times.
It's proof. It's proof in the pudding.
No, that was funny. Whatever happened right here with this guy.
No, you
smacked
were
it.
laughing with Julius Randle.
yeah.
That was
It
funny.
wasn't that funny.
I mean,
That's become Baisley's little hammock. She loves that little spot.
The hammock.
That's
She loves
true.
it.
Yeah, she loves it.
why do you think you get to tell two black men what's funny to them?
I was telling Rory.
I got to thinking, and Rory made mention before this pod started that we may have missed our 6-year anniversary, which we're men, so none of us know. But it maybe was February 18th or the 23rd.
Sometime in February.
Well,
It
if it's
happened-
23rd, it's today.
It happened in February. Oh, we right on time. We here then.
Yeah.
So our 6-year anniversary, I want to start this a little differently for various reasons. One, our anniversary. Two, just because I've been thinking over the weekend that 6 years, 1 million people or however many people listen, people have come and gone. So because there are some new listeners who may not be all the way familiar with each of us, I thought we'd start with something different aside from how you guys are doing.
Okay.
I thought it would be cool if we all started with our introduction to hip hop, our entry to hip hop, and who did we need to be accepted by to enter?
Who did we need to be accepted by?
To enter.
Hip hop.
Yes. Yeah. The entry point. Because y'all don't speak from the observant standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Each of you are inside of it. So your introduction to hip hop would be different from your entry point
Okay.
to hip hop. And I'm assuming that you couldn't enter without being accepted by some group.
Yeah.
That has to be a fact
Okay.
for everyone, right?
Yeah.
My introduction to hip hop was
little-
real simple. It was video music box, and I remember the moment I used to always watch it with my babysitter at my babysitter's house, but the self-destruction video for me I think that was a moment for me where I was like, this just seems like some super cool shit that they're doing.
Okay.
Like that was as far as I can remember. That's as far back as my brain was. But I remember Video Music Box, watching Video Music Box every day.
See, already his story is interesting to me because I would have just assumed that an older brother
Yeah.
played some hip hop from all, and that would have been his introduction to hip hop. Hey, what is that?
I mean, his brother is hip hop.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm. But
he got
as far
it
as I can
on
remember,
his own
as young, yeah, it was
from television.
It was television. It was in my babysitter's house and Video Music Box.
Which says to me that his entry point may not be what I assume it to be either. So what do you believe that to be?
My entry point to hip hop,
Yes.
just being old enough to start going outside and with my friends by myself, hanging out, and then like everybody just, somebody had a tape, somebody had something we listened to, and people rapping, and you know what I'm saying? It was like people tagging up on the walls, graffitis, like the older dudes. It was like you started to see that, like they gave me a tag name, I started tagging under the brim of my baseball hat when I was a little kid. Like to me, that was my original graffiti music.
So Maul's entry point and acceptance point, which I did assume, is the same for me, which is the streets.
Oh, absolutely, 1,000%.
You entered via streets, and that was only allowable because they accepted your entry.
Yeah, on the block. Yeah, in the
Yes.
hood. Absolutely.
I don't know if mine is that simple. I was never a street guy, but you guys go.
My introduction was probably Snoop and Dre, 91-ish kind of hip-hop stuff. Fat Boys, I remember early on, too.
Yeah.
Harkening back to what we said, harkening again. But I probably didn't become like an avid consumer till like 95, 96 Wu-Tang era. Liquid Swords was early in my mind. 36 Chambers. Nas, it was written, that was 96. And then my entry was just the people in Elmira that were rapping.
How'd you go from Elmira to Preem?
I went to Chicago first. I worked at a studio in Chicago called Hinge. We did Lupe Fiasco's first 2 albums, Kanye West, but most of it was gospel and jazz. And then I was...
And you were like an apprentice engineer?
I was
or?
an intern and then an assistant. My internship ended and I stayed there and didn't really make any money, but I was no longer an intern. And then my lease was coming up and I was still interested in moving around, so I talked to Larry Gold, who owns the studio in Philadelphia at the Roots record at, and he's a legendary string arranger.
Larry Gold, of course.
And
He's the man.
We kind of were talking about me moving there to work for him. But in the meantime, my brother lived in New York, so I came to New York and fell in love with that, and the Philly thing kind of fell apart. So I stayed in Philly.
Things fall apart?
Yeah.
Double on. Never mind.
I see what you did. No, I see what you did.
You got to be hip hop to understand
Yeah.
it.
And then I worked at a music store, and I met Charles Roan, who introduced me to Prince.
Charles Rome.
Yeah.
That's a cool.
And you knew Charles, and that's how I met you.
Yeah, that's when we met.
Yeah.
Parks working at
At what formerly was D&D.
D&D.
D&D, yeah.
Rest in peace.
Charles. Shout out to Charles.
Shout out to Charles.
No, that's D&D. I don't do that. I don't say formally when it ain't there.
Well,
Like, you had to be there.
Yeah. When
D&D.
Preem owned it, it was technically headquarters, but it was still
headquarters.
D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Rest in
That's
peace,
true.
headquarters.
Headquarters. Yeah, rest in peace, headquarters. Rest in peace, studios.
Yeah, for real.
Boy.
Word.
Rory?
Yeah, it's a little different with me with our age gap because hip hop was kind of everywhere by the time I would have found it, more or less.
Yeah.
So I don't have like a specific. I wish I did some specific moment where I remember watching some video and was like, "What is this thing?" Like hip hop
From
existed.
your earliest memory, it existed.
Yeah. Like I remember Mo Money, Mo Problems on the radio, like going to school as like that being a big moment. Because my house was mostly, my dad is into like blues, jazz, 80s rock, 70s rock. My mom is into Motown shit. Like it wasn't played in my crib. I guess the radio would be it. I think it was probably the radio going to school. And I was the youngest kid on my block. So the older kids were, I remember Mobb Deep shit was like a big thing when I was just learning what hip hop was. So yeah, I was just the youngest kid on my block and it wasn't in my household.
So
I had to go outside to hear it.
Yeah, they didn't even play hip hop on the radio in Elmira. That wasn't even a thing. We didn't have Vidbox. Like we had BET, Rap City.
Yeah.
So
That was
for
that was it.
clarity, none of our dads were around on our introduction to hip hop.
No.
Although I will say
dad.
that my dad had like a huge vinyl collection, and when I learned that that's how they were making hip hop, it kind of made it was cool, you know, because I already loved records and going through all my dad's shit. So then when I learned that that's how they were doing it, I was like, oh shit, I have all these records.
Yeah.
I can do that too.
Got it. Got
So,
it.
yeah.
That makes sense. As for me, what was my introduction to hip hop? I had an older brother. He listened to hip hop, and that's when I somewhere around LL, my radio, somewhere around there. As far as my entry was the streets, because it had to go through mixtapes and thugs and gangsters. So yeah, and I had to be accepted through the streets.
It's almost two different entries. There's entries into creating hip hop, and then entry into the business / industry of hip hop.
Yeah, I guess I mean the business.
Yeah.
But I mean, so much of the business, especially from the mixtape era, was from the streets.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to be active in the business, and I'm not
Yeah.
talking about like you working as an assistant at a label, you had to be with those guys.
Yeah, streets is nuanced because by no means was Joe a street guy or was I pretending to be a street guy. I didn't have that wasn't my image at all. But you still had to go through.
Yeah.
I certainly wasn't either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
I
friends
wasn't. I'm far from a street guy. Like I went to private school most of my life, and then I went to a performing arts high school. Like I wasn't a street guy. Like I got in trouble for being in the streets. Like my mom wasn't. She ain't play that. Like, your ass was gonna be in the house, doing what you're supposed to do, and do your homework, passing your classes. You can hang outside with your friends, but after a certain time, get your ass in the house.
Right.
It was just that, you know what I mean, that type of thing. But as you get older and you're able, a lot of more freedom, and you know, you start getting into a little mischievous shit. And,
Sure.
You know, just finding out who you are. That's part of growing up. But I definitely am by no means was a street kid though. Like
No.
my moms didn't play that shit.
All right. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, y'all know what time it is. Black History Month, Bobby Shmurda Day. Shmurda is home. I'm hitting a round of applause because, boy, am I excited.
Love it.
I am excited. Fuck hip-hop and fuck rap. I'm happy to see. It's just good to see. Yeah, finally.
It's been a long 6.5 years?
Yeah.
Long time.
He went and sat up. 2014. Took his time, came home. Really happy for him. I'm so happy for his family, his friends, the people that have wanted to touch him, speak to him, like have him tangible to them. Mm-hmm. Came home, got somebody making 50 pounds of oxtail. You know the vibe. That's a king. Mm-hmm. How else you want to come home? You know somebody say, yo, what you want to eat? What? Pick anything.
Right.
Pick anything. And you know what a black king said in February. Oxtail.
Yep.
Look, Shmurda kid on the PJ. Chicks on board just in case it's got to get crazy.
Listen, man, I do 6 years. First thing I'm doing is busting a nut.
On the PJ.
I don't care who's there.
How you feeling right now, Bobby? Do you want it to get crazy right now? Because it can. What a way to come home. I'm just really happy. For him. I don't even have too much to say. Actually, I have a lot to say. But it's like all in relation to like I watched the Tekashi doc over the weekend. And we're all in it 7 times.
Yeah, I texted Ian.
See, I watched the wrong one after you told me that.
You watched the Hulu one.
Yeah.
Which is still pretty decent, but
it was
Showtime has a 3-part Tekashi doc out, right? And we'll get to that later. But when I watch Shmurda come home to all of this love, all of this relevance, all of these amazing things that he came home to, right? What it says to me and what I would hope it says to the other young people out there is that, hey, you could do it the other way and get all of that. Mm. You could stand tall and come home in 6 years, even when you face an 80 and 90. If you have a good understanding of the legal system and how things work and trumped up charges and plea deals and code Ds, and if you just know a little bit about some of that, you're armed a little better to play the game, and you may be better informed to make a decision like Shmurda made, which was an honorable one full of integrity. It's sad that the young people don't know that there are benefits to be reaped with integrity.
I know. They
That's
know.
my point.
Obviously, they do know.
That's my point.
I'm with you.
They know.
But again, one was authentic and one wasn't. And that's kind of my problem with just everything having to be perception.
Listen, we don't even got to put these.
We don't
two,
have to associate.
We don't even have to put them in the same breath.
Yeah,
Listen,
please.
welcome home to
one
Bobby.
was a marketing plan, one wasn't.
I'm gonna say exactly what I said when Rowdy came home. Get straight to the studio, live in there, stay in there, isolate yourself, keep your circle small. You know what I'm saying, have fun, but definitely stay away from the bullshit because they waiting for you to slip up. They waiting to catch you doing some dumb shit. Don't let it happen. Too talented, and people need you. Your family need you. Like, just stay focused. Stay in the music. Stay in the music.
And don't feel like you have to make up for the last 6 years.
No.
Be on this time.
No. Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, you don't gotta rush nothing.
Stay away from the
Get
bullshit.
acclimated. Kick it with the family.
But welcome home. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your friends. And stay away from the fuck shit.
I think the young people needed this. I hate to sound like Uncle Joe right now, but I really do think that we needed an example. We needed the people that were born in 2000 and 97, like the 21, 24-year-olds, the people that have just haven't seen too many of these kind of stories in hip hop. Like, I'm different. Like, I was there for 50 Cent's story.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for, like, I just named some stories I was there for. If you know Keith Murray's story for real, it's like, oh shit, he made it. Like, you know what I mean? If you know DMX story for real, Hove stuff, like, it's just, I was there for some Ghetto Boys. Like, it's just too many stories to keep up with. And I don't feel like today the young kids have enough of those to see. Like, I think about that with my son. Like, who is that outside of maybe anything TDE related? Who is that? What's that hip hop story that he'll have that he can tell that you witnessed go from start to finish climax? You don't have BMF. Mm-hmm. I have BMF. What do you have? Like, I don't know. So I'm glad that they have this. Somebody that they might have been there for, who made a decision, stood tall, took on more time for his man to come home. His man comes home early and they come home and it's gang. The end. Wow.
I'm happy that your chef has finally found something green. Maybe you will get a summer
The 300?
body.
Gave him some iceberg lettuce
Finally, Joe posted something that was green.
other than gravy and lobster.
Yo, that's what I was coming in here to ask y'all.
About gravy?
Do we put gravy on our lobster? No.
What do healthy
Just butter.
people do when they want to get full?
What? You eat food.
Eat
what
more
you talking
lettuce.
about?
Oh, I got another smoothie?
No. See, you think that's all? That's all we eat is smoothies?
Don't worry, go ahead, y'all.
You crazy as hell, man.
ahead.
I eat great,
I
man.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
That heavy ass steak you eating, that shit ain't healthy.
That's pretty good though.
It depends on how it's cooked.
I said, what do y'all eat to get full? Is my question. Grass,
You can eat anything.
More
seasoned
lettuce.
grass.
You can eat steak and be
some
healthy.
more
You just
kale.
eat too much steak.
Correct.
You can eat steak and be healthy. You just eat too much
you
of
have
it.
to wrap it in bacon.
What's that shit y'all be doing? A little protein burger?
Some
Shut your fucking ass
some of them
up.
shits is alright.
Protein burger.
Protein burger. What is it? What is it? A no-to? This isn't meat. This is no-to. What do they call
Tofu?
it? What? A tofu.
I don't eat tofu though. I don't eat that. I don't eat tofu. Yeah, I don't eat that.
Do you subscribe to the Beyond Meat?
I have that sometimes, yeah.
I heard that's really
Beyond
bad for
Meat.
you.
Yeah, it's just more processed food.
Yeah, I heard it was
that's what
horrible.
a lot of that fake meat shit. It's just super processed food. It's not good for you.
Yeah, I don't eat it like a lot.
Like fake hot dogs
Maybe
is
once.
still just hot dogs.
All the food
don't
we
eat-
purchase
that shit
is
I don't
made
eat.
out of different
It's bad.
garbage.
Yeah, that shit I don't eat. But I eat a lot of, I'm on my vegan shit, man. A lot of oyster mushrooms, quinoa, shit like that.
I
Kale.
did not know that oysters could grow mushrooms.
And I didn't know that your cum could taste like fucking Newports.
Did someone maybe let you know?
Yes, Rory. How else would I know this? See how y'all just look to
No,
make
we
shit
know it.
weird? He gave Meek the benefit of the doubt for an hour and a half on some shit. But just
No.
that fast. We
No,
look
no,
to make
no.
shit.
You
Don't worry.
already told us
I'm
you
leaning
You did
back.
tell us. That
you told
called
us you
facial.
tasted your own.
Oh, here you go. Repeat it.
Yeah, you
Repeat
told
it.
us you busted in
Repeat
your
what
own
it-
face before, nigga. You told us that on this platform.
I think he might have said splashed.
Yeah, he was like, "Yo, it was salty." That's he gave us all of those verbs and nouns.
And now it's minty.
What you mean? Yo, is that not what he told us?
He did tell us.
All right, so why you standing up? But then, why you standing up? You told us that. All right, man, my bad. That's
What's up with you?
that's what you told
was
us.
on
So
the
it would
podcast.
only.
What's wrong with this nigga? What is
Well,
that?
no, I'm saying
is he doing
I'm saying the clip went out and the caption was "Podcaster takes major facial."
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm just looking out for my man.
Amateur
These is your
podcaster.
words that's
Brother
living out
bust
there
on
in
his
the
own
universe.
face.
Barely legal amateur podcaster takes
What you mean? Oh, no. See?
busty podcaster takes major facial.
Yeah, that was Joe.
All right.
But yeah, drink more
Your new
water.
reviewer, my hands are great. Try it. Ask me about it in the street. See
Just
what
drink
happens.
more
See how
water,
this
man.
goes.
They say
Drink more
pineapple
water.
too. Pineapple, I think, is the key. They say.
Fresh fruit helps.
Sure.
More water, yeah.
So they say.
You got to care about your partner enough to not give her Newport
Spooge.
semen, yeah. And give her some good fruit semen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, well, since
It's him.
I'm,
It's
since I'm
so
pocket watching
funny.
Quavo on how he welcomed
you can
home
be him.
Shmurda,
Thank you.
like
Yeah, you're
how-
welcome watching.
How would you give it up? Like if Savon came home, like would you pull the toilet?
Get
up
to work,
record?
buddy.
Like how you
Say, well, I need beer.
how you welcoming home the Don? You gonna pull the Prius up to the island?
What do you go up for?
Yeah, he gonna send Soul in the Prius. You already know. Go pick up Savon, bring him back here so he can fucking get my fucking cigs.
What's Savon going to jail for?
That's the
Not
big
getting the
question.
cigs.
Y'all be yelling free your mans. I say to my man, stop getting captured.
Captured.
Sounds like one of your bars.
Stop getting captured. This nigga was running loose. Fuck was he doing? This nigga, don't get captured. Don't let them capture you. This nigga's calling you from the forest. Where's this nigga at?
Yo, the things I did to be creative with the lines, man. Imagine me telling my
Don't get captured.
don't get
Don't get captured, man.
whatever, man. I don't have a fanny pack mall.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
You did have a fanny pack.
I never had one of those. I've never had one. Y'all just lying to your audience.
No, you had a satchel though.
That's not a fanny pack.
It's the same cousins.
They're called clout bags now.
It's cousins.
You keep the clout in there.
You've had a satchel though, right or wrong? I'm just asking if you had a satchel. Yes or no? All right, cool. Moving on.
Little man
What you
purse.
had?
I never had a satchel.
I'm gay because I had a satchel.
I didn't say you. I just said you dress like that. That's all I said. I didn't say you were gay. What you
And if
talking
you
about?
were, that'd be totally fine.
Yeah, I never said you. I just said you wear shit like that.
Rory want me so bad.
He wants me. Hey,
John. Hey, John.
Hey. We can't do that here. Hey. Can't do that. Can't do that here. We can't talk to each other like that.
Tell Rory he can't have me.
Rory, we can't have Joe.
Well, two things. I don't date coworkers. Number one.
You don't date in the same workers?
Yeah, I don't date coworkers because I don't want to shit where I eat. And number two, you're not really my type.
You die for it, nigga.
You do a lot of shitting when you date.
You would die for it.
You would die for it. That is insane. Telling another man he would die for you.
What is going on?
You would die for the opportunity.
I like my men more polished. Sorry.
His nails are polished.
What you would say to me?
Listen,
What you would say to give me the bag?
the way I see you spending on your significant others, it was good, bro.
Hey, if you're free on a Saturday night, maybe we could run up to Jones Beach.
Have some
You
lobster.
like a little track and
Have
field?
some bacon lobster.
Huh? Track and
Like a
field
little
bay?
track and field.
Rory will be track and field bay.
Athletic
Did
bitch.
you save me in the phone ass?
College dropout bay.
I did drop out of college.
Rory couldn't handle all this street.
Yo, y'all are fucking crazy, bro.
And I'm not coming to the hood with Rory on my arm. Yikes.
No, it'd be a little suburban thing.
Jump the shit out of me.
That's your suburban thing.
Yo,
you know when
yo.
niggas first flip on the block with they suburban
I'm
chick?
not a suburban.
Yes, you are.
Rory let Joe use the car whenever he wants.
Hey, where'd you meet him? Woodbridge? Oh, I went to Woodbridge Mall one day.
God.
Yeah, you know when you meet
Seen him at Forever 21.
Y'all are sick.
you know when you meet that era where you was meeting your significant other online, but you had to make up a story because you couldn't tell people y'all met online.
Oh yeah, when it was weird to do that. Yeah, no, that
yeah.
definitely happened.
Oh, a mutual friend.
It was always that. Like, no, we know the same people.
Yeah, nah.
No, you got the same
I
followers.
DM'd that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it worked.
I'm glad that that's like okay now.
Yeah.
For people to just be like,
That's the way of the world now.
On the
That's the way of the
internet.
I
world.
DM'd them.
That's the way of the world.
But no, there was a time where you was just like, nah, like I ran into her one time.
Yeah, I know a homegirl. Homegirl hooked us up.
Y'all ever had a girl that every time she guessed like the bad or tried to say something about the bad shit you was doing, like she was right? Like every time she heard something, it was accurate shit.
And all
it could be proof. I heard you was DMing such and such. Gave me that number. I was supposed to meet up Friday. It's like, yo, how do you know? Who told you? Yo,
In the same hour.
you got to end with this bitch?
Yeah.
iCloud.
Yeah. It's her. No, it's her.
Like, yo,
It's iCloud.
This women intuition shit is such bullshit. You're like, wow, that's accurate.
No, it's real. It's
absolutely
But we
real.
can't tell them. Can't tell them that.
We have to
No, come on.
constantly deny it.
Come on, we can't tell them
That their intuition is real?
Yeah.
They know
We
it's
can't,
real.
we can't let them know that they're
y'all,
right.
Y'all be right as hell.
Yeah, they know that shit is real.
Damn, I did like that bitch.
I don't even know her. You know her, nigga.
Every
Cut it
time
out.
they hearing something, they hear right. Yo, I'm hearing that you got plans to go out with this girl, Ashley girl next weekend. Like, they be having details.
They know where you going.
I heard you was going, you go race cars, bumper car, Jerry Cities.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. You crazy.
Come on, I don't even
Bumper car,
do shit like
me?
I don't even
Me?
do shit like that.
Come on, me.
Yeah. You text her and say, yo, we can't do
That's
the
when
bumper cars.
That's when I'm super. Come on, me.
Yeah. That's when they know you lying.
When I just repeat what you said, you think I would do that? Whatever.
Lie, processing of
Yeah. Come on, you know me.
on,
You know me
man.
better than that.
Yeah.
You know me better than that.
Come on, 5 years.
Yeah.
Come on, 5 years. That's what you. Come on, man.
You never
That's
even
funny.
seen me bump a car in 5 years.
Yeah,
Why would I
that's-
go there?
That's true, though.
You just gotta start saying shit.
Solid.
And the girl that you cheating with that you didn't tell that you had a whole relationship, she always want to go where it's hot. She never want to. Yo, I know this little spot in the park. It's low.
It's not a little spot. Everybody's there.
That's where I be with my wife.
Yeah, everybody's there. Go there and it's packed. You're like, yo, how low is this?
Let's get up out of here. We just got here, but still. You think this is fun? Yeah. Yeah, this is math fun.
Oh no, the allergies are fucking with me out here.
Why did you tell me to meet me at my girl's job?
Yeah.
Yo, the funny shit is when y'all out and you and the side, you trying not to be seen. Everybody see Joe was like, yo, love your first,
God.
yo, your first album saved my life. Picture. Yo, picture. Joe, I ain't gonna say nothing but salute. Who's this? Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I ain't gonna say nothing but salute.
Wow, you killing it still.
Salute, send that shit right to your girl DM. Send that picture right to your girl. It's nasty out here, man. Have fun. Live life. Who gives a fuck?
Live like Kim.
Get the pink power horse.
Did you cop?
Nah, I didn't cop yet.
Power horse.
You
See what it'd do to a neighbor.
What you think?
Friendly neighbors.
What do you think Shorty gonna say when Maul pulls out the pink power horse? Said copped us something.
She better put a helmet on. It's about to get crazy.
That's what Maul says before sex, yo. You're in for a ride.
You ever seen the pink
Look what Joe
power
got me
horse?
saying. Look how fast you got me saying some wild
Yo,
shit.
you're in for the time of your life. honey.
I don't think she's ready.
Prepare for a ride. That ride be over wild quick. Nigga be snoring.
You heard of Rockefeller, but I'm about to rock a dame. And Dame was in Rocket. Never mind, baby.
So is Cam.
So was Maul.
Oh my God,
So was
man.
Maul.
Pink power horse, huh, Cam?
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Tell the truth on your platform.
Part 4
Nah,
of
this
me
is dope.
and the neighbor.
This is dope.
This is so dope. It probably ain't even nothing to say about it. We all would do this.
This is all. Rory, would you say he's marketing to college?
That's some college shit.
He's marketing to that box.
Okay. Yeah. See,
Well, no,
he
college
gave you the
people do-
story. I
college people
didn't
have
even
sex.
see the story. Part 4 of me and the neighbor.
I missed 1, 2, and 3.
Word.
Lucky you.
Lucky.
And I miss Pink Power Horse 1.0. It's 2.0.
So can y'all give me you guys' opinion on this?
This is to me. It looks like this
It's over
is
the top.
it's just part of his Pink Power Horse branding, which is Pink Power Horse is a. I guess you want to say it. It kind of enhances the sexual.
A dick stimulant.
Yeah, it kind of enhances the
2.0.
sexual experience.
So that's the neighbor you think he needed that for? I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
I
Just yes
hope,
or no?
I hope that's not the
Y'all,
neighbor.
I'm gonna sit out this
Okay,
segment.
I don't know. I don't know what this Pink Power Horse.
Ludacris appreciated it. He left a fire emoji.
I don't know what Pink Power Horse does, but to fuck that girl, I would need an enhancement to keep my dick hard. So yeah, this is a great advertising.
You can't see her personality.
Yeah, you can't see her her energy.
I shouldn't have seen this.
I only judge women based off their looks.
How about that part?
I'm so glad Joe talked over that.
Word.
Yeah, no, but this isn't.
Now this is dope.
He's not really fucking. He's not really having sex though. This is all part of.
He's trolling. This is fake.
Yeah. This is the new marketing.
This ain't real, y'all.
This is the new marketing. Take the Pink Power Horse and then you'll be knocking your neighbor's head through a wall.
Come on, man.
That's all this is. I get it. I understand.
You've never wanted to fuck a neighbor?
It's bad business.
Yeah, never. I would never.
bad
Please, if you're listening, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Do not fuck a neighbor. Don't do it.
As much as you want to.
Or her.
She's a neighbor. Yeah.
But if you're gonna get that Pink Power Horse,
2.0.
I want to go on a trip. I was talking about that before you got here, Maul, but I do want to go somewhere and pod.
Where?
We're not on Spotify. We have some freedom to do what we want. So I would like to practice
I've only
that.
been yelling at since.
I know, but we couldn't do that before. But now that we have the opportunity, yeah, I'd like to pick us all up and fly us somewhere for maybe a few days to pod and alleviate some stress and just get our heads right and just change the scenery.
I like it.
I'm with it.
Like-
I just have to get Baisley's paperwork.
Baisley's not coming.
Yes, she is.
Baisley's paperwork.
We'll talk about this.
Look what the whites be worried about. Have to get Baisley shots, paperworks, make sure she has snacks.
Yeah.
What?
She gets cranky when she doesn't have snacks.
That'll be dope though.
All right.
Go!
Neutral band. No warrior now.
It's Parks.
Microphone check 1, 2. What is this? Still never got to the bottom of Drake and Rory's beef.
You created it. You should let us know.
No. I had a beef and handled mine. Yours still exists.
No.
Joe magnified it. He put a magnifying. He put all eyes onto the beef.
Rory
I don't
ain't
think he
writing out a
started.
verse when Drake was sending them shots at him. Rory ain't
Well, we
writing
don't
at
know
a
that.
bar. He
He
ain't
might
go
have
to
been
the
putting-
studio.
You might have put pen to pad.
Actually ran and hid and never got seen at another pool party again.
I saw Drake in Detroit, and we were great.
Did you notice that Rory started working
I see
on his
people-
album right after the Drake beef?
I see people in person to squash beefs. You do it on the internet.
True. True that.
He's
Both of
loading
y'all
up the
true
clip.
that.
Yeah, he's loading up the clip.
Both of y'all.
True that for both of y'all. I agree with whatever y'all saying.
I just complimented him. He said, "No, you got beef with him."
No, you was copping please because you had beef. Nah, I just seen him in Detroit and everything was awesome. New music, Bryson Tiller anniversary deluxe album dropped. 5 brand new songs, my bad, including Still Yours featuring Big Sean, Timeless Interlude Part 2, and this is where Joe starts listening. Losing Focus, amazing. 7 o'clock, amazing. Like Clockwork, cute.
I like Still Yours too, though.
Yeah,
I like it too, but I don't want to hear no rap.
I'll take it.
Of course, not a knock to Big Sean. I love Big Sean, and I'm going to wear his merch more.
No, yeah. Shout out to
Let him give you a nuggie.
But yeah, that 7 o'clock joint, awesome, man. I'm happy anytime Bryson puts out music that I really enjoy.
He seems like he's active again. He seems like he's gearing up to.
I'm not going to say that
Really? Why?
because active. Well, what does active mean to you?
This is his
Well, he
definition
just put-
of being active.
He just put this. He put this out in
This is
October,
active
right?
for him.
That's what I'm saying.
The first version came out in October. This album, right?
Maybe
Somewhere around
I
there,
don't
maybe.
recall.
Something like that. I think September, October, and I mean it's February deluxe. So I mean he's more active than he's been.
Yeah.
Is so that's a good sign to me. He's more active than he's been.
Yeah, it was October.
And hopefully,
October 2nd, yeah.
hopefully he continues to be active. We would love to hear more music. So
course.
awesome. What did you guys think?
I loved it. I loved it, and I think he needed some time just because he went and did that thing that artists always make this mistake. They go and get happy, and
They make a mistake by getting happy.
he went and he got happy and was like, you know what? I think my mental health is more important than music that I hated at one point. But
you know what?
I think he's figuring out how to do both.
I think too. I'm gonna just blame a lot just because we can and it makes sense. Last year was different for everybody, and who knows? You know, even Bryson may have had a bunch of plans for last year, as I'm sure everybody did at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the world changed, but I'm just happy that he seems like he's just being more into his craft and into the art again because he is talented and we talk about it a lot. We just feel like he doesn't put enough of his shit out.
This is one of the few examples with a deluxe album where I'm actually kind of excited to go back and listen to the album because I feel like it wasn't for me at that time. Mm-hmm. So I want to revisit it.
Right.
Album's
And
great.
this gives me a reason to.
It was dope. It was a real good album. I like it.
Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak announce a group and a project. Do we know when this project is coming? March 5th?
Well, yeah.
Oh, right around the corner.
I think-
the
I think
first
single.
single.
That's
First
the single's
single.
coming,
First
yeah.
single was March 5th. With the rest of the record arriving on an as yet unannounced date.
Yeah, this might be the greatest album of all time.
Yeah. I'm not going to hold you this.
This was great news to see pop up on the Instagram
Yeah.
algorithm.
I would have never expected something that makes so much sense.
Right.
From the music business.
Right.
Right. They said they were touring together, which I don't remember, but
Oh my, that's gonna be the greatest tour ever.
No, they
I
said
get
they
Bruno-
were touring together.
Oh.
It says in 2017, I'm sure Pac was opening up for him or
God
whatever.
damn it.
So that's how, I guess,
Man,
the
I
album
missed
probably
that.
came about.
Yeah, the up tempo shit that the two of these guys together are gonna do.
This
It's
is
gonna be
funny
a little different.
during the Super Bowl, which I do every year, we compare past Super Bowl performances. I thought about Bruno Mars when The Weeknd was performing.
Oh, I thought you didn't watch football.
Just halftime
Absolutely,
shows.
had to watch that, Brady. And I thought I was like, yo, what's up with Bruno Mars? Like I was like, haven't heard from him. So when I saw this, I was like, okay,
There it is.
there it is, right there. Like lay low, do some incredible shit that might change the whole sound of music for the next two. This kind of feels like it might be the Gnarls Barkley thing.
I could see it.
So I'm going to ask y'all something that I've just learned not to ever ask in the music business, but here I go, setting myself up again.
Where's all my money?
There you go.
Where's that back end?
No, this can't be whack, right?
No.
Impossible, right?
Impossible.
It
It's
would
too
be-
much. It's too much musical geniuses, musical minds.
I know
talent.
better than this trap. I know
Okay,
better than this trap.
I know what you're saying. This,
Don't
that's
go into
music.
it wanting it to sound a way in your head that you just don't do that.
These
Just
two
be
care
open
about
to
music
just receiving
too much.
Not, but fuck you talking
Because
about? I'm going
sometimes-
into
no,
it
sometimes-
expecting.
I can
how
hear it in my
can
head
you,
already, so it's too
man?
late.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Ooh, here we are. What the fuck?
And
I
they
know.
gave us like the leather cover. It's already. I can hear it.
like
I can hear it.
But don't. But because
I feel you.
you know what I'm saying. Like, let's not try to
feel you.
gauge what we think it will sound like.
Yeah.
Is all. Just
I
like
think it'll sound pockish.
I feel like
Packish.
oh,
like
package.
yeah.
Tupac.
Anderson.
Anderson Paak.
I would if they redid Hail Mary. I'm listening.
Oh,
Well.
I'm in.
Throw some up tempo drums on Hail Mary.
Bruno's last shit was 24 karat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is
24
a classic.
Magic, whatever.
24 karat magic, right? Whatever.
Forget it.
Whatever it's called. Classic.
Classic. And that was like super 80s out. I can't see him going that route again. So I would see him picking up the what's the band?
Free Nationals.
Free Nationals and Anderson and kind of go in that lane.
Yeah, as industry plantish as this would appear to be, just because they're two very big stars. Well, Bruno being a superstar. Yeah, still, this feels music-ish to me.
Well, what's industry plantish about two stars?
Putting two stars together is kind of industry plantish.
Nah, I think these two really fuck with each other.
And no, I'm
Yeah,
saying I
known
think
each
in
other
this
for years.
degree, this feels like a music decision.
Yeah, definitely.
not a fame decision.
Right. Oh, look at that.
Let's align our fan bases together, and we'll be cool.
Atlantic Records has an Instagram.
I thought you run it.
I don't.
Yeah, he uses that sparkly emoji a
It's
lot.
definitely Joe dropped this.
I've never
emoji.
used that.
Oh,
Okay.
Silk Sonic is a great name for a band.
yeah.
Silk Sonic.
And for Dick.
And a stripper. Now coming to the stage.
Yeah, Silk Sonic.
Nigga
Yeah.
Joe walked through the crowd holding his pineapple just like, excuse me.
Butt ass.
Giving LeBron jewelry is crazy.
I cannot.
This is LeBron.
I can't speak on that. I don't wear jewelry. I don't know the sentiment there. I'd have to ask Change.
No, I'm just saying, this is LeBron.
But
LeBron probably has that same exact
Yo,
chain.
Joe, come on, man. I got you.
Oh man, look at that.
I'll take this, bro.
This shit'll tell you your heartbeat too.
Rory, I would never.
That'll tell you. Yeah, that chain is not going to tell 2 Chainz LeBron's
Yo,
pulse.
that's yours now.
steps he took.
Switch
yours
the
now.
band on the Michael Kors.
That's yours,
Ooh,
bro.
He got the Michael Sport Kors.
He told you live. You know what I'm saying?
Live.
Yo,
Yo,
live.
those Velcros ain't cheap, man.
Yeah, if I knew Rory wore this watch, I'd have
belongs to
been
you.
knocked him out. Yeah.
You can't knock a nigga out based on the watch you wear.
Yo, what's on your wrist right there?
What you wearing? I'll knock you the fuck out.
Come here.
Come on, take a guess at this. Tell me you wouldn't
It's
have
an
knocked
Apple
it.
Watch,
But
man.
yeah.
It's an Apple Watch.
He wants to know his steps.
Listen,
I like when my shit tells me when to stand.
I'm telling you,
Wait, does it not work? It only works on your wrist?
it maybe just died. I don't know. That's the most useless thing I've ever had on my wrist. And I used to wear rubber bands on my
Why
wrist
you
all the
went
time.
with the blue and lime green colorway?
Well, you can't see that. That's on the inside. Only the inner wrist can see that.
Yeah, you got to look from a certain point of view to see that.
That shit is ass. I ain't even gonna hold you. See why he
wow.
going through it. Yikes.
No home training on receiving bad
get
gifts.
a-
You're supposed to just pretend like you like it and then throw it away later.
Get a sexy. Oh, that was a gift.
No, I'm saying I gifted this to you. No, this was a gift. This was a gift.
No, please.
And
No,
because
thank you. No, thank you. Thank you.
Please.
That's for you.
That's old Joe swag. New Joe would never. Live Nation CEO says U.S. music festivals could reopen by mid-summer. Live Nation has taken a timeline provided by the British government as an all-clear for the summer festival season, selling some 170,000 tickets this week to 3 major UK summer festivals that were put on sale this week. And according to comments made around the company's grim 2020 earnings report on Thursday, it is optimistic that North America can be on a similar pace. Gentlemen, react.
Let's go.
Thirsty.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm tired of this house.
Yo, just shout out to the Democratic Party.
That vaccine
I don't know,
moving,
man.
boy.
I
don't know if I believe that festivals will be back by summertime. But
I had dinner with our William and Morris agent of this podcast, and he was like, "Man, I don't see this shit coming back. 2022 maybe."
wow. Yeah.
So yeah, this
coming
seems a little ambitious, and like I said, it would be illegal, but we're in a whole new world. I think this will be a way to entice people to get the vaccine for you to either travel, go to concerts, do anything at all. You have to show some certificate that said you got both shots. I think it's all going to be intertwined.
But why do you think this is maybe optimistic outside of what Just said?
Just
Schools are back open,
just
right?
the amount of
Yeah. I don't know.
the amount
all
of
them,
precautions
but-
they're
Well, middle
doing.
schools.
Yeah.
The amount of precautions they're just doing on simple things like indoor dining. I can't see this fast tracking to the summertime where we're now going to be at concerts together.
But the vaccine is being distributed. Both my parents took it.
It does seem to be, I forget which one, I think it was the Pfizer one. They said reduces transmission based off the statistics they've had. And they do have, I think UK released, because they're vaccinating at a much faster rate than us, and they have very promising results, statistics.
And that's all I'm saying, Rory. The vaccine is being distributed. People are taking it. Schools are being reopened. They're increasing the percentage of the occupancy in restaurants, and we're in February. Let's say March now.
And also,
even the older people and at-risk people with diseases are having some trouble getting the vaccine.
They are.
So once it
I
gets
never
to everybody,
believed this government to care about old people.
well, they've said it kind of out loud
yeah.
That they
during
care.
this. No, that they didn't.
Oh, exactly. Exactly.
and-
Coachella never canceled, right?
They did, yeah.
No, but when
Emotional
they
Oranges was on the bill.
when did they cancel? They didn't cancel for this year.
No, I'm
No,
saying
not this year, last year.
last year.
But that's. But
and they tried to
you gotta
push it
look
to
at that.
October.
Because
and it
they're
didn't work.
talking about when. I thought that was this summer.
They said
April.
Yeah.
There you go.
And they didn't cancel.
Oh no, it says now off the table.
Ah, okay.
But they also just kept pushing Coachella. At one point, they confirmed it for being October of 2020. Like they're just going.
They're playing
keep-
it by ear, like the rest of
And
us.
I get it. Like I'm not mad at them
I'm
for
planning
it.
a wedding this year. I'm
Scroll
playing
down.
that shit by ear.
Yeah.
All right, April 2021 is off the table. Give me more, give me more, give me more.
Subscribe. We
Oh,
get,
sorry.
Look at that.
Loser.
Look at how that comes right back
Not
to
the
haunt
best
us.
screaming. We're not even subscribed to this newsletter. If they think I'm subscribing to fucking newsletters, they got me.
Yeah, I read just that right there, and I'm done. I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah, sorry.
Look how they
Okay,
faded.
so
They
the-
faded too. They try to
In
lure you
October
Fade out,
2021,
yeah.
Coachella
Classic.
is definitely a possibility, but it's still not a sure thing. The decision depends on how the coronavirus pandemic progresses through the rest of the year and whether or not Golden Voice, along with local and federal officials, feels that the event can be safely staged in April. I don't know, y'all. I think by April, I mean, we're starting to see people let back into sporting events.
Mm-hmm.
April might be optimistic, but
I'm
I
planning a
don't know
wedding
if-
for August, and I'm fairly optimistic that we'll be able to actually have it.
yeah, I don't know if August is off the
can have
table.
it.
That's
Well,
obviously not as
how
big
many
as
people were you thinking?
200-ish, so it's not obviously
That's
a
still a lot of
vessel.
people.
It's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people. 200 is a lot of people.
They can do Coachella.
God damn!
You
I
got-
did not think he was about to say that.
You got money,
Have you
money.
started playing this wedding yet?
Yeah,
And y'all agreed on 200?
ish.
How much a plate?
Shit.
Huh? Upstate. Much cheaper.
Still.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, you can have a wedding. Like, if you go to Atlanta, you can have a wedding.
Well, yeah.
If you go to Miami, you can have a wedding.
Yeah.
Like, you can have a wedding right now. People are getting married.
Sure. But I'm not going to
Places,
put my family
that's
in.
why this whole shit to me is just... In Wuhan, they was having a pool party last year.
Well, they locked everybody inside the
But
fucking houses. For,
but nobody there wasn't no vaccine yet.
I know, but they locked everybody inside the house, so it stopped the spread. They didn't do that here. We don't need to get
Would
into
you
this
let Maul, Joe, and I record the podcast during your wedding?
Absolutely. I would encourage it, in fact.
in the front row,
I would encourage it.
and like the background would be y'all.
I would encourage it.
Oh, yeah, we can commentate it like a game.
Yeah.
I'll have
look
a
at this
little
guy. He's
audio
really
sack on
doing
my
it.
side.
His life is over.
Don't do it. Reconsider.
6
Read
years.
some litter.
6 years. The one time he wants to bring up a pod idea is on his wedding day.
Yeah.
You ever went to a wedding and cried? I cried. I didn't even know the couple. I was like, oh, love it, so beautiful.
Yeah, you cried at the one on Love and Hip Hop.
Yo,
Who was that that got married? You
No,
did
don't do
cry.
that. I was blowing my nose.
So you blow your nose,
With
water comes out
tears in
eye?
your eyes?
Actually, I did cry there.
You did.
They showed it too, right?
Yeah.
This fucking idiot.
I wouldn't know you cried if
I'm
I
never
didn't-
doing
they
another
didn't show
episode of
it.
that. You know that? In case y'all are tuning in Monday at 8 p.m.
I was
to
like,
see
this
if I'm
nigga's crying
there.
at Joel's wedding. Joel's never gave this nigga a verse.
I did cry.
He crying for.
I let a little. I thought the
was the
camera.
splits.
I thought the camera didn't.
You thought they couldn't see you, Joe? Joe thought he was hiding from the camera in the front row.
Yeah, Joe. You had to rap on Beamer Benz and Bentley beat, not by choice. Like
And it was a remake.
what you and Royce gave. I think I remember that. Jersey, Philly, Detroit, whatever the fuck that remix was.
Sounds like a bop.
That's funny. But yeah, nah.
Well, no, it
I
was
never
looked like a
cried.
beautiful ceremony. So I understand that you would cry at love.
Parks, why didn't you cry at De La Soul splits?
I might have.
Let me ask you that.
I might have.
buddy.
I might have.
Huh? You thought that was cool? What Tommy Boy did?
No, I didn't actually.
Oh.
I think it's still fucked up.
Exactly.
Joe will cry, boy.
Tommy boy.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
Tom.
Joe will cry. He's cried on like 4 different shows.
More than that, probably. Definitely more than that, actually.
Well, Love and Hip Hop is one.
I've cried
multiple
on
times
mad
on Love and
times.
Hip
I've
Hop.
cried mad times in Love and Hip Hop. Consequence punched me in the face all.
Nah, you didn't cry then.
You didn't cry.
No, I love that.
Tighten
I
him up.
love that.
Tighten him right up.
Love and Hip Hop, we cried on. Me, not we. I cried on. Couples Therapy, I cried on. I cried on The Therapist with
Yeah.
Duke.
Yeah.
I cried on some more shit. I cried on Everyday Struggle when De La Soul.
Yeah.
You right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
When De La Soul
State of the culture.
Splits was wrong. Oh, State of the Culture.
was- yeah.
Oh, I cried on Everyday Struggle too.
Did you?
Yes.
About what?
Erica Badu.
So that's 5 shows that I've cried
Happy
on.
birthday,
I
Erica
was
Badu,
crying.
too. She's
Oh, yeah,
50,
absolutely.
50 today.
I was crying when she was brilliant in that episode.
But I've never denied being a crier.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not.
I cried watching the movie Armageddon.
I love crying.
I cried watching the movie A Time to Kill. I cried watching the first season of This Is Us.
You definitely
I
cried watching.
cried on the first season of A Million Little Things.
You cried
Like,
watching My Girl. When she's like, he can't wear his glasses.
I don't know what that
He
is.
needs his. You know what My Girl is. Macaulay Culkin when he died and the bee stung.
Bee
him.
stung. Yeah.
You cried during that,
I probably got choked up.
and she was like, "Where's his glasses?"
Hey, how about enough of all the things Joe cried watching?
Nah, when they
How
jumped.
about you
I
guys?
told y'all when I cried. When they jumped Raphael and Ninja Turtles, I cried. I ain't like that shit, man. I wasn't.
I
wasn't feeling that shit.
My girl made me watch
I
some.
got a list somewhere. Don't
Yeah, I
worry
wasn't.
about
Nah,
it,
I wasn't
y'all.
feeling that. I ain't like that shit.
Pull this right
I ain't
on
like
up.
that shit.
I'm gonna pull
girl
this
I ain't
made
right
like that,
on
Cole.
up.
I ain't like that
My
shit.
girl made me watch some real sad movie on Valentine's Day.
I'm a
cried.
crier.
I like crying.
I like to cry.
Really?
Not like
Therapeutic.
a crazy cry.
You cried to the bottom of the bottle? You look like one of those
Nah.
guys.
I'm not one of those.
that's a good
I'm
one,
a
too.
quiet crier. Like it's more of an
Or
internal.
you
thing.
cry like Cuba Gooding in Boys in the Hood? You go in the room and
I
start
just
swinging?
start swinging. Yeah.
I want to use.
I cried when Lex was born. Yeah, we were all crying.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Birth. That's totally it. We understand that.
Yeah.
Crying at Joel's wedding when he never gave you a verse is insane.
Prayers to everyone involved.
Rory gets a lot of prayers off.
You got to pray for people.
Only out loud.
No, that's a,
Only out loud on air and on mic.
I have internal prayer. I pray every time I wake up in the morning. The first thing I do is pray.
Before you go to the toilet.
Not before bed.
No, I'm more of a morning prayer guy.
Nigga scared to live life and when he wake up.
when you wake up. You don't want to live.
I wake up shook. Yo, God, I'm gonna need your help today. They wilding out there.
Let's think about this.
They
know,
wild out
Well,
there.
how's it go?
You don't thank your higher power for waking up?
It's different. How you do it?
That's the first thing you do when you wake up? Mm-hmm. No, I give it a little tug, make sure it still works.
He is shook.
It's a different kind of prayer.
Yeah. Give it a little tug, use the
Oh
bathroom.
shit, God! I didn't even know I was getting another day, but please keep me safe out here. Like, thank you. Like,
Do you do it before or after you let off the morning farts?
Well, those are probably my sleep
Oh, okay.
already.
You don't want to fart during a prayer.
I've farted in a prayer before.
What are you thankful for in the morning?
Waking up.
Yeah, start there. That's a start.
All right, what's next?
Depends on what your day's got.
I meant like the list. What's the list of? Like, what do you? Like, I be giving it to God before bed. Like, the list is ill. You know, thank you for the health of my family, friends, and
Beat
loved
me to
ones.
the-
And their
health is the
family,
first.
friends, and loved
Yeah.
ones. I be
That's the
giving it to
go-to.
them.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
go-to.
yeah. You got to do
Yeah, I
it.
be serving them all up. Oh, my kids, my give me the guidance, direction, and I just serve them up. But in the morning,
But
I'm not
here's the
giving
thing,
God that in the morning. God, good looking. Yo, we up.
Yeah,
We awake.
I don't
World
like
ain't ready.
I don't like Joe's Miss America pageant prayers.
What do you mean?
Damn.
I be being thankful for my health and my family's health because I know directly for my friends and their family. Thank you for the health. I don't know what's going on with my friends of friends' family's health.
No, but you pray,
you just
you
want-
pray
you
that they
wanna pray
have
for
good
it.
health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to
That's
pray that
why
they
you
have
pray for
good
it. Yeah.
health.
No, we were saying the thankfulness of rip. I don't know that. Let's pray they stay that way if otherwise. But no, I'm not going to say, please world peace, God.
So you don't pray
I'm
for no blacks.
They never do. The whites have never prayed for us.
We made Jesus white. What you want from me?
Yeah, word. Yeah, word. And he's not. And they didn't even make him white. They made him like
Don't do that.
They made him like some type of
You
melanin.
tatted him on you, and you wear him.
This is a monster
That's black
killing
Jesus.
himself, if you're asking.
Well, I know there's a Jesus somewhere.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they tried to melanate the white Jesus too, like make him like Kim K white.
Yeah, they know they
Game of
did.
10.
The fuck out
They
of
did.
here.
They gave him
Bronzer.
Miami Jesus.
Turks Jesus.
Turks Jesus.
Did you guys have a chance to watch the Patrice O'Neal doc on Comedy
No,
Central?
fuck. That's what I meant to
No.
watch.
It's really, really good, man. Just
Yeah.
because outside of Patrice being a legend, he came from a legendary era, I feel like, of the Comedy Cellar. Like his graduating class.
Absolutely.
So all of them are together to tell that story. Like that just makes the doc that much better.
I can't wait to watch that. That's Comedy Central, right?
Comedy Central, yeah.
Yo,
And
Patrice O'Neal is one of the funniest human beings I've ever seen.
he's
in
one of my
Sure.
favorite comics ever.
And that's with a super. He's like some Biggie shit. Super small, available catalog. Really.
But they get into what I think most people that were fans of him even knew when he was alive. Patrice never wanted to play the game, and he would tell you that straight up. And they get into that whole thing of how Patrice could have been, on a Kevin Hart level to some degree, but anytime that he would get a shot and he got 1,000 of them, he would say, "Yo, I'm not doing this shit. Fuck y'all. Don't tell me how to do my fucking comedy. You're hiring me because you think I'm funny. Stop trying to tell me how to be funny. Stop it." So he shot himself in the foot constantly and admittedly and said, "I'm not going to do this shit. Like I can't
respect it.
continue to be this way."
He did it his way.
Yeah.
He lived it on his terms.
Man, rest in peace. Someone
It's
when they announced that someone put a tweet, a YouTube clip underneath the tweet of him breaking down how much white people love Radiohead's "Creep" on like a radio show. That shit was fucking hilarious.
There was a topic going around on Twitter over the weekend or last weekend, and they were asking which deceased celebrities do you think would be causing the most ruckus on Twitter if they were alive today. And I think that birthed the Richard Pryor hashtag that came about, where everybody was like, Richard Pryor would go crazy. But while everybody was saying that, I was like, why is nobody saying Patrice O'Neal?
Fam, what
His account would have been.
Patrice O'Neal wouldn't be allowed
down.
on no Twitter.
Yeah, no, his account.
Well, no. Let's not
shut
say
down.
that, because the way I think Kevin Samuels now is gaining a lot of traction on social media. Patrice was doing that shit on Opie and Anthony 10 years before Kevin Samuels. The same shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing is new under the sun.
Yeah, so I think now Patrice, in the era where he had to rely on networks when he was alive, and how we don't have to rely on networks now, I really think Patrice, and most comedians make it like in their 40s and 50s.
Yeah.
Comedy is like it takes a while for most, not the superstars, but I think Patrice would have finally got his real just due and was able to do what he wanted to do.
Oh, this
When
is
you
the
can
perfect
when you
era.
could partner with someone like Netflix who's like, yo, just
HBO.
do
This would not-
whatever the fuck you want
Let's
to
be
do.
very clear. This would not be the perfect era for Patrice O'Neal.
No, I think
I think
it's cut
Man,
specifically
they
for him.
cancel people for everything.
Exactly, but you can't cancel someone that does not care.
They will shut
Patrice-
his Twitter account down.
Okay,
He
so
would
what?
not be on social media.
I couldn't see him even sitting there tweeting shit. I think the
But that's what
content
I'm
he would
saying.
create, the same way you can't cancel Dave Chappelle,
Yeah.
is the same way I think you can't cancel Patrice. His fan base does not care. He does not care. He will leave right away if he doesn't like the situation. He'll leave the money on the table. He don't give a fuck. You can't
plus-
cancel that type of person.
And plus, for
and
the
we
most
and we
part-
would have needed that type of shit in the sensitive ass time.
For the most part, most comedians that have gotten canceled, and most have been unsuccessful. Most of the time, they're doing some real fucking nasty shit.
Oh,
like
yeah,
legitimately nasty shit. If you're just funny and saying inappropriate shit, that's still a go for the most part.
For the most part. But
most
Patrice O'Neal's content was
Hilarious.
absolutely, but he definitely would be
Hey,
the
Susan.
one where people be like,
White
yo,
slave.
he says some outlandish shit, and he's insensitive towards this type of people. They were saying it about him back then.
That shit.
So,
that
like,
elephant
now-
in the room shit is fucking legendary.
It's one of my favorite stand-up
I'll
specials
put that
ever.
shit out right now. We can cut this podcast off.
Speaking
and
of
just watch
speaking
that.
of Twitter, someone tweeted this today, a Patrice O'Neal quote. My girl has over 7,000 tweets. Thank God for Twitter, because that's over 7,000 things she would have had to said to me.
And that's it, man. I forgot my intro, but I'm getting out of here.
Shout out to
Traffic
Deck.
is
Rest in peace, ODB.
Rest in peace, ODB. Rest in peace, everybody, man. I
Happy
miss
birthday.
everybody.
Happy birthday, Erica Badu, once again.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Queen.
You got some of that pussy perfume she sells?
No, I didn't. I missed the market on that one.
Yeah,
Sold
she
out.
got to come back with that
Yeah,
one.
it sold out. Sold
Yeah,
out.
need to restock.
Need to restock. So hold it down, man. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Be safe out there. Stay away from trouble, violence, all of that horrible, horrible stuff. And we'll be back. Stay away from the COVID. Be safe. Mask up. Y'all know the vibes.
Wash
We
your
out here.
hands.
Yeah, wash your hands.
Wash your
Shower.
hands,
Shower Saturday and Sunday. Both days. Today and tomorrow.
Yeah. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, the shit you supposed to do.
Nah. Monday I like the lamp and the funk.
Ugh.
You like to lay up a little bit?
That's the worst day to lamp in the
Nah,
funk.
I like the lamp
The
and the
weekend
funk.
funk layover? Ugh.
Yes, it's nasty. It's disgusting.
Ugh.
We out of here, man. Y'all hold it down. 1.
Neutral button.